maximize every inch. Genius tiny apartment decor ideas for a stylish and space-saving. Welcome to the challenge of the narrow footprint, where every square inch is a valuable piece of real estate. In a tiny apartment, the narrative isn't about what you lack, but about how creatively you use what you have. We are going to transform this slender, restricted space into a sanctuary of efficiency and style. By shifting our perspective from cramped to cozy and curated, we unlock the potential for a home that feels intentionally designed rather than accidentally small. As you step through the front door, the entryway sets the tone for the entire home. In a narrow hallway, we avoid bulky consoles that choke the flow of movement. Instead, we utilize a wall-mounted floating shelf paired with a large, statement mirror. The mirror acts as a visual portal, instantly doubling the perceived width of the corridor, while the shelf provides a landing strip for keys and mail without stealing precious floor space. The color story of this apartment is a sophisticated wash of off-whites, soft grays, and warm taupes. By keeping the walls and large furniture pieces in a monochromatic, light-reflective palette, we blur the boundaries of the room. This infinity effect prevents the eye from catching on harsh transitions, making the narrow walls feel as though they are breathing outward. We save bold colors for small accents to add personality without visual clutter. When the floor plan is tight, the only way to go is up. We've treated the walls as functional canvases by installing floor-to-ceiling shelving units that draw the eye toward the ceiling. This vertical orientation creates the illusion of height and provides an incredible amount of storage for books, plants, and decorative bins. By utilizing the dead space above door frames and windows, we ensure that nothing is wasted in our quest for organization. In a small apartment, every piece of furniture must earn its keep by performing at least two jobs. Our living area features a sleek, mid-century modern sofa that hides a pull-out guest bed, paired with a hollow ottoman that stores extra linens. Even the coffee table is a genius invention, featuring a lift-top mechanism that transforms it into a full-height dining table or a comfortable workstation for those long editing sessions. Nothing shrinks a room faster than dark corners and a single harsh overhead light. To combat this, we have layered the lighting throughout the narrow space to create depth and warmth. A combination of slim floor lamps, under-cabinet LED strips, and wall sconces ensures that light reaches every crevice. By illuminating the corners, we push the walls back visually, creating a glow that feels inviting and expansive rather than clinical. Creating distinct areas for sleeping, eating, and working in a single narrow room requires finesse. Instead of using solid dividers or walls that block light, we use soft zoning techniques. A well-placed area rug defines the living room, while a sheer, ceiling-mounted curtain can be pulled to tuck the bed away. These transparent boundaries allow the eye to travel through the entire space, maintaining an airy, open-concept feel. To keep the narrow walkways feeling clear, we have integrated ghost furniture into the design. Acrylic dining chairs and a glass-top desk provide necessary surfaces without adding visual weight. Because you can see right through them, the floor remains visible, which tricks the brain into thinking the room is much emptier than it actually is. It's a classic designer secret that works wonders in studio layouts. In a tiny space, stuff is the enemy of serenity. We have adopted a one-in, one-out rule to keep belongings in check, but for the items we must keep, closed storage is king. By using cabinets with doors rather than open cubbies for most items, we hide the visual noise of everyday life. A clean, flat surface is much more calming in a narrow room than a shelf overflowing with mismatched items. Windows are our best friends in a small apartment because they offer a view of the world beyond. To maximize this, we've hung our curtain rods several inches wider and higher than the actual window frame. Using light, breezy fabrics like linen allows natural light to filter in while maintaining privacy. This technique makes the windows look massive and pulls the eye toward the natural light, the ultimate space expander. Plants bring life and oxygen into a home, but a forest of pots on the floor can make a narrow room feel like an obstacle course. Our solution is the vertical garden approach. We've used hanging planters and wall-mounted brackets to display trailing vines like pothos and philodendrons. This adds a lush, organic element to the decor without sacrificing a single square inch of walkable floor area. Narrow apartments often come with strange architectural quirks, like shallow alcoves or slanted walls. Rather than ignoring these, we've turned them into feature moments. A narrow 12-inch gap between a closet and a wall has been transformed into a custom-built bar nook with floating glass shelves. Embracing these oddities adds character and proves that even the strangest corner can be both beautiful and functional. A common mistake in small apartments is buying furniture that is too small, which can make the room look like a dollhouse. Instead, we've chosen a few hero pieces that are appropriately scaled for the length of the room. A long, low-profile sideboard provides massive storage and a clean horizontal line that emphasizes the room's length, making it feel grander and more intentional than a collection of tiny, leggy pieces. While we prioritize minimalism for space saving, a home needs soul. We've integrated personal touches through a curated gallery wall that uses thin, uniform frames to avoid looking chaotic. Small brass accents and textured throw pillows add layers of luxury. By keeping the decor items high quality and low quantity, each piece gets the attention it deserves without overwhelming the narrow proportions of the apartment. Living in a small, narrow apartment doesn't mean you have to compromise on your lifestyle or your aesthetic. Through smart zoning, vertical thinking, and the strategic use of light and color, we have turned a challenging floor plan into a masterclass in efficiency. Remember, a home isn't defined by its square footage, but by the creativity and care you pour into every inch. You now have a stylish, space-saving sanctuary that feels perfectly tailored to you.